I think kids should take art. I, uh, I recommend it. I mean, it makes you think, like I said, and then I think it helps the brain out. Makes you creative, like what to draw.
And I do think there's something to be said for smaller school districts not being able to provide as wide a range, which really calls into question, how do you actually provide students who go to smaller school districts with a full range. We can figure out how to do that academically better because we can look at how you use online.
Well, right now I think not just in low-income school corporations, but especially in those, you have such a huge amount of dollars being forced toward testing and preparing students for testing. And I mean, the accountability issue has become such that every one of us who works in a school corporation bases our livelihood on how well students do on testing. So a huge chunk of money is obviously placed there because of the importance of that. But anytime you place that amount of money on one section of what you're trying to get done, then something's going to suffer. And unfortunately, I think at this point it becomes those classes like the fine arts.
Although fine arts programs around the state are struggling to find necessary funding, the ability for schools to fund them in other ways is what's keeping them alive. Booster programs, sharing teachers, student fees, and other creative ways like pulling together arts funding in a school district are a few ideas that seem to be working for schools around the state.
And then I know certainly the majority of band or vocal programs or orchestra programs have a strong booster program.
Other than booster programs for the performing arts, schools like Bedford North Lawrence High School pulls together funding in order to provide for all levels of education.
Funding for those things comes from different places, not a lot of funding. That general fund is usually the main source of income, but there are other ways to get creative and find some money for certain things. Here in North Lawrence Community Schools, we have a fine arts program that's sort of corporation wide where some of those monies are combined and spread among the elementary schools so that they can get more of what they need.
Sometimes, if money is still an issue, schools will even share teachers within a school district as a costly option, one school getting the professor for the morning and the other for the afternoon.